Failures create impressions. Handling crisis, managing diverse teams, handling dynamics. And I think that is very important in today's world. The leader should be the last one to leave the battlefield. It is the leader who leads and changes the course of action of any organization or any businesses.
Hello, this is Anushree Bhoware and you are watching Corporate Citizen Conversations. In this episode, we have with us Mr. Ravinder Pal Singh. He is the Director of Software Engineering at Amdocs, where he leads teams that build software for telecom companies around the world. Ravinder focuses on team leadership, innovation, and ensures technology really helps people and businesses. So let's dive into his journey, how he leads team, and what he's learned along the way. Welcome to our podcast, sir. So first things first, tell us about your career journey, like your hometown, your education, and the journey of being with Amdocs for over a decade now.
Yeah. So, from my look, you might think I am from Punjab, which I am not. So, I am born and brought up in Kashmir.
Okay.
I did my schooling from there. Then I moved to different part of countries for my education and job. Before joining Amdocs, I was working for a company in Noida, Gurgaon. Noida, not Gurgaon, in Noida. And then I moved to US for a short span. And then from there, I hopped to Amdocs. And from there, I have been working with Amdocs from last 14 years now. It has been an experiential journey. I have seen a lot of failures in my initial year of career. The first question I used to have is, why me? But then it became lucky me, because with those failures I got a lot of experience which people could acquire in many years. I got in first 2 years of my career. That made me very robust to failures, challenges and crisis, and that is where I feel I'm really resilient at handling crisis, managing diverse teams, handling dynamics, and I think that is very important in today's world.
Sir, how has your hometown, Kashmir, shaped you to the person you are today?
Your roots play a vital role in your whole journey. Kashmir, though it looks very beautiful, the life in Kashmir is very limited. You don't have distractions there. You have limited supply of electricity, essentials also there. So life is very hard during winters. So you learn to work hard. So I think I started to work hard from my childhood.
So, what pivotal experiences has shaped your transition from engineering to this leadership role?
Well, honestly, if you look into any domain, it is the leader who leads and changes the course of action of any organization or any businesses. So from my initial year of working, I realized working hands are good, but if you really want to contribute more, if you really want to shape the future, you have to be the leader. So I started looking for leadership opportunities within my team. And with the passage of time, I realized I have passion of working with a lot of people, with different profiles, with different mindset and skill sets. So then I decided that this is where I want to work in, and I started looking for different roles within the organization where I could do a small bit of leadership in between, and slowly I found my way into the management.
So, what qualities do you see when you get into team building for an organization?
Trust.
Okay.
You need to earn the trust of the team. People always say, team should trust you. But I think you need to earn that trust first. And how do you earn the trust is by walk the talk. You do it yourself.
Yeah.
If you want your employees to work, say, join office at 9:30, you make sure you come by 9 o'clock. Be there. If your teams, my manager used to tell me, the leader should be the last one to leave the battlefield. Wow. So I still make it sure when I'm leaving the office, if somebody is sitting in the office late, I go in and I talk to them that what happened, why are you sitting so late? And if you need any help, I will help them. I'll get them experts also. I think that is very important, that you win that battle of building a relationship with people.
Wow. So let's talk about agile methodologies. You have worked a lot on that, and it is widely used in the companies. So what are the common misconception about it?
See, agile makes, I'll not say misconception, I'll tell you what agile will bring you. People often think, agile is frozen. The moment you close the requirements, you cannot change. But agile is incremental. You can keep adding requirements at the run all the time. So agile is for today and tomorrow, where the world is dynamic.
Yeah.
So you don't have to bound yourself for 3 weeks of sprint. You can add to the agile sprint anytime based upon the requirements. So priorities can be changed for an agile. You don't have to live your life with the backlog all the time. You can groom it anytime during the course of the project.
So what's the one piece of advice that you have received early in your career and how you see it differently now?
Failures create impressions. I was always told by a lot of people, my peers, that failures create a lot of impression around the world. But today when I look back, I realize I have done tons of mistakes. Nobody remembers that. What people really remember is how many efforts I have put in.
Yeah.
And how I have learned from them. So never shy away from trying. People who fail are those who have made attempts.
Yeah.
Sitting in a couch, you will never fail. So this is what I realized, keep trying.
Wow. Sir, you're also into writing. You have co-founded a book. Can you tell us about it?
So this book is actually an annual publication where they pick people from my community which is Sikh and who have done something different in different fields. So every year they get nomination, they screen and they ask people to write a chapter or 2 chapters for it. So last year my chapter on life from hills, which is from my native place to corporate, was written. Now I'm born in 80s when it was peak of militancy. So when I look today, people talk about depression, people talk about anxiety. I was born around it. When people today say, what will happen, if you get attacked, I have seen so many of them in front of my eyes. So, and like I said, my childhood was with a lot of limitations. Limited school days. Why? Because there is so much of chaotic surroundings around us. So the book talks about all the journey. How did I overcome that journey and how I'm in today? And the idea is not to show me that I am a great guy. The idea is to learn from here and become better than me.
The book is Eminent Sikh Personalities,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So suggest our viewers a book or a resource that you would often recommend to emerging tech giants.
There is only one book which I ask people to start reading, which is called as Power of One.
Okay.
When you feel like you want to do things, you always do things together. And then you feel overwhelmed and then you stop. So Power of One is a book which talks about doing one thing at a time. And the power of doing one thing at a time has a ripple effect on your life. It will change a lot of things around you. So I always recommend people to read that book because that book has changed me a lot. And I have a habit of rereading the books because my perspective toward that book changes after every read I have done. So it's a great book to read, and I think it's a good start for somebody who really want to start writing a good life.
Tell us about your experience. Like you are an engineer and you are a director at data engineering, software engineering. So how was your experience with writing, like into?
See, writing is an expression.
Yeah.
And I get platforms to express, but you don't get it all the time. So writing is a power where you can express and where you can express your thoughts. It gives you clarity, and it is the simplest way of explaining to yourself why you're doing it. So I still journal every day.
Oh.
And a lot of people come to me for mentoring also. So I ask them to journal this why. Why? Because the moment you start writing about this why, you get crystallized about this question, why am I doing it? So I think writing is a very beautiful best friend that you can earn for yourself.
It's a great idea. I must try this. What does innovation means to you?
Innovation, see, it's a buzzword. Everybody is talking about it, and I love this word because it's very fancy. Everybody tries to use it, but innovation is just to improve. Improve the way you come to your university, improve how you spend your time, and improve what you have been doing yesterday. That is simply an innovation. For example, if today you take 1 hour to reach your campus, how can I make it possible to reach in 45 minutes? Can I change my mode of transport? Can I get up early so that I don't meet the traffic in the way? That is innovation. Yeah, tech is also innovation, but
Yeah.
that is using enabling technology to work for you. So innovation is anything which makes my life easy, which solves a problem, which has a different perspective of solving a problem.
Okay, you have led teams and building softwares and everything. So, what's that one innovation you are proudly, which you are proud of, and it's a secret from the world?
See, in my tenure of 14, 15 years, we have been developing a lot of softwares for our companies, for our customers, and we are proud about it. But what really is close to our heart are the products that we develop from the scratch,
Yeah.
and where we solve the problem for our employees. So there are a couple of products that we have developed from the scratch, and when we see our employees using it, that is the happiness. And when the feedback comes, this made my life easy, is the icing on the cake. So there are so many things that we have developed, and that is where I say innovation comes into picture, where you solve the problem of the end user. So there are a couple of in-house software that we have developed as a team, which have solved these problems. There are a lot of patents which my colleagues have filed it for. So there's a lot of done in this forum.
So, what's a common misconception about engineering leadership that you want to?
See, people always think engineering leadership is all about technology, which is not true. Because engineering is led by engineering minds. So you need to keep a balance between technology and people, because if people are not there, probably you will have tough time dealing with technology. At the same time, business viability is very important.
Okay.
You create products, but if you don't have a market for it, then also it's a problem. So it's a three different pillars: people, market, and technology that have to work together for an engineering leader.
So, how you see AI? Like you are into software engineering.
Yeah.
So, how you see AI coming in?
See,
And its
few days
impact
back,
on society.
Apple came up with a different, paper talking about, it is just remembering what you are doing. So
Yeah.
there's a different debate altogether now, that whether we are just having somebody who's mugging up all the stuff and remembering it, or whether it's really helping us. So AI is going to stay there for long and forever with us. Idea is to accept it and start using it as your partner. So AI is going to disrupt a lot of industries around you, and you will see people not there. For example, I can ask you a simple question.
Yeah.
2017, if you wanted to reset password of your router at home, you would call somebody, a technician.
Yeah.
Now you don't need that, right? You have an app for it.
Yeah.
So this is technology venturing into your life. Similarly, AI will come into a lot of features where it will take care of a lot of stuff for you. But what will people do is people skill up to a new job,
Okay.
and they should skill up. Otherwise, they will be left for low hanging fruits, which are jobs which are no more being so good for them. So AI is going to be there. We have to adopt it and start using it for our benefits.
Can you share some sectors, which will grow in the coming days?
See, IT is going to use it.
Yeah.
Finance is going to use, medicines are going to use it. See, for example, medicine today, the test is all based on historical data. All data is manual driven, biased. Now when you put into machine, there is no biasness.
Yeah.
It is all data driven. So this will help you a lot. So this is how it's going to change.
Sir, one last question. The philosophy of your life you live by.
Never say no. So I don't say no to anything. I say yes, and then I think, how will I do it? So this is how if something comes to me which is new, I say yes, and then I figure out later on how will I do it. This is how I have learned all my life.
Wow. Anything you want to add something in the last?
I think you have had a very good 360 view, and I was thinking for a lot of questions. So good work on that. Only one thing I want to tell people is never be feared of working hard. There is no AI for that, and there is no automation for it. You have to work hard. That is how you grow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, do like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.